Okay, so this week's animal of the week is the stink bug, which is actually not a bug, it is a beetle. And the difference between a bug and a beetle is that bugs belong to the order Hemiptera, whereas beetles belong to the order Coleoptera. Beetles as a group are extraordinarily diverse and by far the largest group of insects with over 400,000 species. So stink bugs are from the family Tenebrionidae, and Tenebrionidae is one of the largest insect families with around 20,000 species. And stink bugs in general are more common. They're about 5 times as common on the West Coast compared to the East Coast of the United States. So for this video, I'm only going to be referring to the genus of stink bugs, which is Eleoides, because there's some uncertainty on which species are where and whether there's multiple species within the genus, and all that distinction is quite unclear. So we're just going to talk about the genus. Okay, so stink bugs range in size from about 24 to 35 millimeters, and females are slightly larger than males. So there's a little bit of sexual dimorphism there. And all sexual dimorphism means is that there is some morphological differences between the males and the females. And a classic example of this is the difference in the morphology of a female versus a male elfin seal. So if you've seen a male elfin seal, they have these huge rostrums or noses, and they're much larger than the females. That's sexual dimorphism. So with the stink bugs, the females are just slightly larger. That's it. Their range extends from California to Nevada to Arizona and northern Mexico. And they are black in color. And this black coloration offers a warning sign to predators, and it also creates a type of camouflage in shady environments and refuge from temperature extremes by not absorbing too much heat while also retaining necessary heat. So speaking of temperature extremes, although these beetles are commonly observed year-round, they are rather sensitive to high temperatures and often seek refuge in the burrows of other animals, particularly rodent burrows, and or they'll be found like under a cool leaf litter under the forest canopy or something like that. So related species in the family Tenebrionidae, a lot of them are nocturnal because of this high sensitivity to heat. Now, in general, stink bugs can be seen year round, like I said, but you may notice fewer out and about in the summer when temperatures are highest. So stink bugs are also scavengers. They feed mainly on plant and animal detritus, and so they're very opportunistic foragers. And if we talk about life cycle now, stink bugs live to be around 1 year old, a little bit less, a little bit more. And when mating, the females are often try and scurry away. So the males mount onto the females, and to prevent the females from scurrying away, the male will flip over so that the female can't walk away. And females produce hundreds of eggs in a single season. And these eggs are then deposited by the female onto the leaf litter so that the larvae, when they emerge, have something to munch on. And so some neat facts about stink bugs. They're a flightless beetle, and they do have wings or elytra, but they are fused to the stink bug's body, making them exclusively long distance walkers. These guys don't fly. So stink bugs have this awesome defense mechanism, which is what they're kind of famous for. So when threatened, they'll stand on their heads and release a stinky substance from a pair of anal glands. And this is to dissuade potential predators from coming near and can extend a couple inches beyond the body of the stink bug. You just have to handle them gently and they won't spray. So in northern Mexico, people call them by a common name Pinacate, which means acrobat or tumbler after their headstand defense. And in folk tales by First Nation peoples, they say that the beetles, when they're listening to the spirits when they're in that position. But some predators are not dissuaded by this stink, and predatory mice will actually pounce on the beetles, jamming the beetle tail first into the sand, killing the beetle and allowing them to eat without getting sprayed. And then scorpions will also eat the stink bugs by grabbing the stink bug's legs and making sure that they're oriented so that the abdomen of the stink bug is turned away from the scorpion. And then the scorpion will sting the stink bug and crack them open in half and eat their insides. So that's really cool. Okay, so that wraps up our video on the animal of the week, our stink bug. Hope you enjoyed.